Hi, St. Paul. It's Pastor Mark. The two things I have for you today are first, a brief update and conversation about COVID and how we handle some of the stuff around here. And secondly, and I'm much more excited about this, is to talk about the upcoming start of our discipleship huddles. First, let's start with COVID. And before I even get into that, and it is true that our rates are still high, declining, but still high here in Fayette County. But we're also heading into flu and cold and allergy season. Let me just say this as your pastor. Here's my permission, maybe even encouragement. If you're feeling sick or under the weather, it really is okay and probably a good idea. Stay home. We have, over the last year, made some significant effort and investment into doing a good live stream and delivering it to you. I think we're doing a really good job, and I'm proud of our organization. We will continue that indefinitely into the future. Now, let's talk COVID. If someone had COVID in our ministry, school or church, we do contact tracing where we look for who are close contacts. And by that, we mean something very specifically with what the CDC says. Those who were within 6 feet for 15 minutes. Now, in our church, we don't have the same thing where we have like assigned seatings. We know where everyone was, though, let's be honest, some of you in the sanctuary are pretty close to assigned seats. But if you were, we will call you, you will know. And you might ask, how would you know where everyone was and how they were contacted? Well, it turns out we have a lot of camera shots and we would be able to find you. Now, if someone was a close contact with a person who has COVID, if you are vaccinated, if you are immune, natural or vaccinated, the requirement is to have a mask on for a couple weeks. If you are unvaccinated, it is quarantine situation for 10 days, but both of those things can end with a negative COVID test after 5 days. Now, outside of those policies, let's talk about a couple things going forward. We will continue into the month of October of having 3 services. We'll continue to have spaced seating, the lobby is a hallway, visit outside, all of those things. St. Paul, you're being wonderfully flexible, and that's going very well. Thank you for that. There are other things that we're doing that you may not be as aware of. We've optimized our HVAC system around the building, that the air in our rooms turns over far more frequently than you would know. We have managed the length of our services so that there's less overlapping inside the building. And I'm proud of the way we're handling all that. Because of all those things and the declining rates, I am pleased to say then my second thing, our discipleship huddles for adults and youth and our children's Sunday school will start in 2 weeks from this Sunday on October 10th. I'm really excited about that. That will start with the Red Letter Challenge. It's going to be great to start pulling the trigger and getting this going. What God's going to do with that in the weeks and months and years to come is going to knock your socks off. We'll have the signups going again this weekend, and I'll look forward to being a part of all of those fantastic things with you all. God bless, St. Paul.